Okay. Okay. Hopefully this is fixed. We gonna see. We gonna see. My microphone was doing its own thing. My computer froze. We gonna try this again. We gonna try this again. Let's get to it. Apologies. Apologies. But we gonna fight through it. That's what we do. We persevere. We here now. Loki 87. Let's see who was in here a second ago and came right back. Who came right back? Who came right back messing with your boy? Because my stuff is tripping, but y'all ain't mad at me. Y'all rocks on me anyway. Hold on, let me turn this light down. It's wild bright. What's good? Hold on. Loki 87, Stone Cold. Seeing you in here. Brandon Fife, I seen we back. Darnell Lamar, we back. We back. All right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill me, y'all. Don't kill me. Brandy Mahoney was goody. That goes Philly. My fault. I apologize for everybody for my joint tripping. We back. We are back. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let's do some systems check. Am I frozen? Can you hear me? Right back like I never left for real, right? Okay. All right. Now that I'm back and my computer's acting normal, question I asked before: how y'all feeling about Osa, man, and this whole tagging of Osa Odighizuwa? I want to say something. We're gonna talk about Osa, Carl Lawson possibly walking. Not too excited about that. I hope they got a plan with that. Chauncey Golston walking. Hope they got a plan with that. You know what I'm saying? But I heard something interesting earlier, and I know I've been getting kind of labeled as a hater of some of our players. It's 74 people back in here. I know I dropped off, so I understand people not coming back in. But the people that did come back in, y'all mind hitting that like button for me? 16 likes is nasty work. I know y'all ain't that mad. Y'all ain't that mad at me. Y'all ain't gonna hit the like button again, is y'all? Y'all must be pissed. That thing dropped. Y'all got tight. I ain't hit nothing. Hit the like button yourself. Damn stream freezing. What's going on, Fashionista? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on? Adalis Garcia. What's good? JB. Cowboys 94. What's goody? Thomas Garrett. What's going on, my guy, my guy, my guy? I see y'all. Most of y'all came back in with me. Appreciate y'all. Also, Odighizuwa never made a Pro Bowl. I know he's never been an All Pro, but he's never been a Pro Bowler. Not even an alternate. Did y'all know that? Are we about to make a mistake? Are we about to franchise tag a player that has never made a Pro Bowl? I'm about to be public enemy number one. I know I've been disrespecting Rico, and I'll be talking crazy about Tolbert and Deuce. I know y'all tired of me. Everybody named Jalen, I be talking crazy about. I know. I don't hate on Dak enough. I know that's some of the criticisms I've gotten. I get it. But Osa Odighizuwa's never made a Pro Bowl. And I know Pro Bowl is a glorified like fan contest and it's not voted on like all pro is. I get it. But everybody be giving Pro Bowls to me. Like it's you can get in there as an alternate, like a sixth alternate. He's never made it. Tagging him and giving him 25 million just sounds nuts. We're gonna do it. Let's not make no mistake. We are gonna do it. But I'm just confused about it. Sorry, somebody calling me. I'm just confused about it. Why would we do that? 125 people back in here after my stream drop. I appreciate y'all. Let's get 41 likes. Let's get it to 100. Dirk Pascal was good. Keystone, my dog was good. Irv Bain, Leroy Kimball. These is my peoples. Angie, the rebel chick. My peoples. Janice Holmes. I feel like I ain't seen some of y'all in a minute. Jeanette Rogers. I ain't seen some of y'all I ain't seen in a minute. Y'all been hiding. But y'all back in here to rock with me. Angie, why you put your hand in your face? Because I'm talking about Osa in a bad light? Am I saying that Osa's a bad player? No. We need players like Osa. But 25 million straight up, you can't spread it out. That just sounds like a lot. It do. Now, for a general manager team and a team that don't have a plan when it comes to team building, you freak out. What are we going to do? Do your job. Do your job. This ain't rocket science. If Osa left, you got to get on the phone. Go get the free agents list from PFF. I'm not a GM, a scout. You should have people on staff that can figure this out. There's plenty of defensive tackles. If Osa leave, go get a couple of them. 25 million. Do y'all want to talk about what we can do with 25 million? I get you 4 players for 25 million. I'll get you 2 defensive tackles, a linebacker, and I get you some players for 25 million. Bare minimum 3. 3 solid players. At least 2 really above average players. And we about to just throw that all away for 1? What's Osa's top sack season? I know this is more than sacks. I know pressures matter and things like that. But what am I tripping? Am I tripping? Darnell Lamar, membership link. Are you asking for the membership link, bro? Can somebody post a membership link in there for Darnell Lamar? That's my dog. Appreciate y'all. I don't want to click off the screen and this joint freeze again. So somebody do that for me. And thank you for that $1.99 super chat. Somebody put the link up there for me, and I'll pin it to the top. I don't want to click off the screen, and y'all mess around, and I'll be like, oh, you froze again. If not, Darnell, I'll DM you on Twitter after the joint. You go get Nick Bolton. You can go get Greenlaw. You can go get Ken Law. You can get Rankins. It's other players out there. Am I bugging? And I know the Cowboys got this thing where they don't like players that they didn't draft. Boss froze. Shout out to my brother Boss, man. It happens to the best of us. Computer go crazy at the worst time. Go get Hargrave. You can get some. Am I tripping? Tell me I'm tripping. Somebody put the top sack total that Osa had. What's his top sacks in the season? 6 or 7? That's his top in the season? Y'all lying. So look, no Pro Bowls ever. No All Pros, obviously. Top sacks in the season is 4.5. I'm finding it hard to give him 25 million for 1 year. It's not that I'm saying let's not sign him. I'm saying that you should feel comfortable if his market is now risen to 25, you shouldn't be the one to pay him. That's it. Greenlaw and Overshown will be lit. It would be. Now, Overshown got to take his time back, but I would take Greenlaw this year. Sammy, your mammy with the $20 super chat. First of all, fire emojis in there for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Sammy. Greenlaw and Overshown. When Overshown get back with Greenlaw, I would love it. I'm just saying, y'all do realize why I'm tripping. And thank y'all. Y'all show some love. $25 in this economy. I appreciate every last super chat. Don't y'all think I don't? From the $1.99, the 99, to the 20s, to anything. If y'all willing to support the channel, don't think I don't. I'm very thankful. So that's why the fire emojis is just to show love. But I feel like 25 million straight up is crazy. I felt the same way when they used to do this to Dak. I hate franchise tags. They beat your cap's ass. It's a stupid tool. I get it. I don't want to let the player go. But you know what the franchise tag does when you're negotiating with a player? It do not make them happy. T. Higgins is pissed right now. It's his second tag. Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones's relationship, I think, fell apart during all those tag years. Because it's like, I believe in you, but not enough to give you long-term money. It's disrespectful. So now you got a disgruntled player on your hand that ain't going to go hard because they're trying to get to their what? What they trying to get to, y'all? Their next contract. You're not about to put your career on the line. You're not about to chase down no crazy. You don't going to mess up your money. Why would you mess up your money? You're not going to tell me that I can't find a D tackle in this draft that can get me 4.5 sacks. I ain't going. Carl Lawson had how many sacks last year? Off the street, I know it's 2 different positions. I think Carl had 5 or 6. I know it's 2 different positions. I know. Wordologist, the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, Wordologist. Will Hernandez and Jonathan Allen then draft BPA. Look at that money, $25 million. You damn right you could do that. I would take that all day. Chris 214, $2 super chat. Cowboys off seasons be irritating, bro. Make no sense. Cowboys off seasons be raising my blood pressure. That's a factory. That's a fact. 99 likes. Y'all get it. It's 206 likes. It should never be a 2-to-1 ratio. It should be at least 150. Last 56 people that jumped in here. Y'all snuck in here in the back. Y'all didn't do the house rules. Y'all walked in the crib. Y'all ain't take y'all shoes off. Y'all ain't speak to the host. Y'all walked right past me, went to my fridge, and started making a sandwich. You can at least say hello by hitting the like button and speaking to the chat. That's what we doing here. That's all. We ain't got to be rude to each other just because the Cowboys get on our nerves. Carl Lawson had 5 or 6 sacks last year. That's my point. Carl Lawson came here and made $8. I bet you if we brought Javon Hargrave or Ken Law in here, they can get me 4 sacks. And I bet you I can get them for about $10 million. You can get 2 D tackles for about $10 million a piece. Maybe one of them for about 8. One lower price one decent price one. And then you go get a linebacker. $25 million is about Myles Garrett money. It's close. You're right. That's about $5 million from Myles Garrett. That's a good point. $2 super chat from Glenn White. That is about $5 million. Myles Garrett is going to demand at least about 30. You ain't $5 million less than Myles, and I'm sorry. Y'all good, man. I'm just giving y'all ish. I appreciate y'all. Y'all hitting that like button. Still 200 people in here. I appreciate y'all. But am I wrong? Everybody just jumped in here. My question is this. Is $25 million too much for Osa for one season? If he's making $21 to $22 million over a 4 to 5 year contract, you know why I can get it, digest it? Because he'll never make that exact amount over the life of the contract. There will be a signing bonus, and there'll be proration where you push stuff out to later in the contract. So the signing bonus helps to make it more palatable because signing bonuses don't affect the cap. So if you're going to make $22 million and your signing bonus can make your cap hit maybe like 16 for that year. And then you move some money back. And then by the time you get to that part of the contract, maybe you cut ties or you do what you might have to do with Trayvon Diggs, which is another story. But my point is, that's why the longer contracts are more palatable. $25 million straight up for 1 year is a lot of money, and I ain't willing to give it to Osa. Now, they probably going to do it, but I ain't going to agree with it because it's going to wreck the cap. You could go get mad stuff, but you know why they don't want to do that? You know, because they don't want to put in no work. They don't want to work. Keystone with the $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you, Keystone. Jerry and Steven was at the combine while no contracts were restructured. I hate it here. Free $100 million. Hey, we can free up at least 60 to 70. A part of that $100 million people was talking about freeing up involved restructuring Trayvon Diggs. At this point, I understand why they're not restructuring Trayvon Diggs. It's deeper than rap. But restructuring Dak, signing Micah, signing Osa, and restructuring CD should free up some money. No question it should free up some money. No question. I have no doubt. Zach Martin retiring should free up some money. D-Law not being here should free up some money. And for anybody that says there's going to be dead cap, you can spread dead cap over a long, like a 4 or 5 year span. Dead cap ain't hurting nothing. Y'all know how much dead cap Philadelphia Eagles had last year? Dead cap don't stop nothing. So I'm tired of hearing about the dead cap. What's Micah going to make around? About 35, 37, probably. Something I'm not worried about. Zaytoven, they may not restructure Dak. They're going to restructure Dak. They have to function. Zaytoven, they can't ignore. I know people want them to just take this big Dak Prescott cap hit because they want to get off of Dak Prescott, but they have to, because we have to not only sign some of our players back, we have to have money to sign the draft picks. They gonna have to restructure it. It was designed to be restructured. That's why they have clauses in this thing. They don't even have to call Dak. When they restructure the money, it just goes to a different type of, he gets more money up front, and it just relieves the contract. They're going to restructure it to where his cap is going to go from 90 to 50 million this year. But it was all designed for that. There's no confusion. Thank you for that super chat, wordologist. The Joneses are $5 super chat. I'm sorry. The Joneses are bad with deals. Cowboys 4th round gets Mingo. Commanders 5th round gets Debo. Absolutely. I'm not here to defend the Jones family. Stupid deals. We're about 14 likes away from 150. Let's get it to 150, then let's get it to 200. It's just flipping switches. I agree. And thank y'all for the super chat, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want to say this though. Can I? I don't want to derail the conversation because I know we're talking about Osa. I'm not excited about. I like Carl Lawson. I think he's a good rotational piece. But also, like you found Dante Fowler and like you found Carl Lawson, there's a possibility that you can find another cheap pass rusher. So I'll agree with that. They can find another cheap pass rusher to give you Carl Lawson stuff. Because we're not signing Carl Lawson to be a starter. I get that. Marshawn Nealon, Sam Williams, they'll probably be our starters. We need rotational pass rushers. Obviously, Micah Parsons. But I got to ask y'all a question. Maybe DeMarcus Lawrence, but we'll see. We'll see if D-Law comes back. Y'all really want to get off of Dak right now? I understand the Dak haters. They out there. I'm supposed to be a Dak fanboy or the Dak Avenger or whatever y'all want to call me. Y'all really want to get off of Dak right now? This what y'all want to do? I know y'all, like, some people be wanting to. Really? Because I'm looking at this quarterback market. People trying to get Aaron Rodgers to come in. Sam Darnold about to get a job. I seen Justin Fields about to become a starter. I seen Carson Wentz is up for the New York Jets job. Carson Wentz. Y'all really want to throw Dak away right now? Let me reiterate. I just said that Carson Wentz might get a starting job. The best quarterbacks coming out the draft are Shedeur Sanders. I like Cam Ward a lot. Jackson Dart. And who? Jalen Milroe? Like, what, am I tripping? What is y'all plan? I'm not joking. There's reports that Carson Wentz might go to the Jets. Who else the Jets got? Sam Darnold might become a starter. I know he had a good year last year, but y'all ready for some Darnold? Y'all want that? The Saints can't even move off Derek Carr. There ain't nowhere else to go. They just got to settle. Well, I guess we'll keep Derek Carr. I know y'all don't like Dak Prescott, but are y'all tripping? Am I crazy? If y'all had a genuine plan, because we're going to do this, we're going to bring this person in. Y'all want some Russell Wilson? That's what y'all want? I know this ain't a Dak stream, and I'm sorry, but I get triggered when I see, like, yo, man, they're going to eat the Dak cap. To do what? What's the plan? Because I don't see it. Am I bugging? Hey, look, I like Will Howard, national champion Will Howard. Did y'all see his combine? He was sailing footballs with no pressure, no pads on. It was crazy. I know y'all don't like Dak, but let's relax. Let's get a plan. Let's get a QB in here. Let's develop him or something like that. Let's be smart. Jackson Dart. I like Jackson Dart. He ain't better than Dak Prescott. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Not yet. Maybe one day. Maybe. Not right now. No. He ain't ready to read defenses and those things. Not yet. But maybe one day. I ain't gonna hate on Jackson Dart for the sake of hating on him. I like Jackson Dart. I would take him to develop behind Dak Prescott. My point is, we ain't ready to flip this whole franchise on this side and just be struggling quarterback to quarterback to quarterback. It's like 7 or 8 teams out here that's struggling. They don't know where to go. I don't want none of that. I'm sorry. But I like Jackson Dart. He got some moxie. He got a powerful arm. I ain't here to hate on Jackson Dart. I'm just saying it could be we could be a lot worse. Is that cool? I'm sorry. If y'all mad at me for having my Dak diatribe for 8 minutes or however long I was talking about him, my fault. We can get back to free agency and talking about the team moves. It's just I get triggered when that's not our problem right now. We got to fix this team. Like, how y'all feel about the Trayvon Diggs thing? I ain't get a chance to talk to y'all about it. Seriously, how y'all feel about Trayvon Diggs and the whole story about him possibly being cut? Like, would y'all cut Trayvon Diggs? Sheldon Johnson. I respect that. I ain't even mad at your commentary. Rome, you were too sensitive about Dak. He is our QB. Let's move on. I can respect that. I get emotional sometimes. I'm not without fault. I ain't tripping. I don't take stuff like that too personal. Trade if possible. I don't think we can trade Diggs right now because unless you let them go for a lower round draft pick. I want to say this to be clear. I don't dislike Trayvon Diggs. I'm not done with him. I think when I was at the peak of his powers, he's one of the best corners in the league. I used to fight and argue with people about him all day. This whole yards giving up and game changing. I feel like quarterbacks is afraid to throw to Diggs. You feel me? But this is the problem, y'all. Y'all remember that 11 pick season that Trayvon Diggs had? I think it was 11. Y'all remember the year? I'm obviously asking y'all questions I remember. I think it was 14 picks. My fault. I think it was 14. My fault. It was 2021. It's 2025, y'all. And I'm not trying to romanticize it, but it was 11 picks. Okay, my fault. Thank you for checking, Walter. It's 2025, man. It's been a minute. Darnell Lamar, $4.99 super chat. You see Diggs' rehab video? He's coming back strong. Pause. I think Diggs put that rehab video out because he's been hearing the noise, Darnell. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I think Diggs been hearing the noise. He obviously probably seen my thing I put up today, and he wanted to let people know he working. Keep working, young man. You a Cowboy right now. Come back stronger. But my point is this. 2021 was a long time ago. Glenn White with the $5 super chat. Thank you. And thank you, Darnell, for your super chat as well. Anybody thinking we should cut ties with Dak is ridiculous. Of course they are. If Dak was available, every team that needs a QB would offer him over $60 million to get him. Probably. At least somewhere in the 50s. Maybe not over 60, but at least somewhere in the 50s. We probably had to pay a premium just to keep him. But at least somewhere in the 50s. He'd at least be making 55. At least Jared Goff money. So we paying a $5 million premium. Probably. But great. Thank you for that super chat. My point is this. 2021 was a long time ago. It's 2025. And the thing is, he's not supposed to play in the 2020, deep into 2025. They're saying he might not be back this year or at least late in the year. That means over the last 3 seasons, Diggs would have played what, 25%? That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with. So I'm not saying we should just cut Diggs, cut ties, move on. I'm saying this though. We got to operate like Diggs ain't on this team. Let me get 36 likes. Let's get it to 200. 245 people in here though. Salute. Appreciate y'all. Rome, what do you think about Slay worth bringing in? I think Darius Slay is a Philadelphia Eagle to his heart. I don't think he would sign here. I think Darius Slay is probably just as good, if not better, than Stephon Gilmore when we brought him here. So yes, Darius Slay would help this team. I'm not even gonna lie. Yes, he would, especially if he's a bridge right now with Diggs being hurt. But I don't think he would sign here. I just don't. So, he tainted. He an Eagle, and that's what's up. Salute. But he ain't come here, and I ain't. That's why I'm not making no video. I ain't. Some players are just Eagles, and that's what they gonna be. And I ain't about to lie to myself. Nah, I'm sorry, not doing it. I just don't see him coming here. I wouldn't call him. I ain't about to. Nah, we didn't even call Derrick Henry, who lives in Dallas. We ain't calling Darius Slay. No. And look, pride comes before the fall. We probably should call him, but they're not gonna do it. And if we called him, he probably wouldn't even take the call. Or he'd try and beat us in the head for a wild amount of money. Like, nah. He has too much goodwill built up in that other city. I'm not doing it. But there are other corners we can bring in. Draft Maxwell Hairston or Quincy Riley. Hairston's out of University of Kentucky. Where's Riley out of? I know Harrison had a good combine though, real good combine. RAS score looks good. Quincy Riley out of Louisville. Okay, I'm not too familiar with Riley as much. I'm gonna look into him. I've been looking into Harrison since the combine though. He's looking good. People thought Randall Cunningham wouldn't come here. I'm not the aficionado on that. One for each finger. I'm not saying he wouldn't. I'm saying I don't see it, which is two different things. Me saying he wouldn't is like I'm saying like I know. I just don't see it. But do I think he can play well? I think Darius Slay still got something in the tank. No question. I mean, we was running like Josh Butler out there at corner last year. Like, I'm not turning down Darius Slay. We had some poor corner play last year. We really did. You know what would really help? Yeah, get it to 200 likes. I'm with that, Ricardo Clark. You know what would really help, y'all? I'm about to say something that sounds like a homer, but I'm going to take it because I give players at least 2 or 3 years. It would really help if some of our players that we drafted showed up. Kalen Carson, you on the clock. Kind of need you to show me something. I ain't saying you should have faith in it, but I'm really hoping he shows me something. At least become rotational, please. Walked around giving you a nickname all summer, and you just, damn, y'all ain't gonna. I asked y'all to hit the like button. Y'all left it at 177. Like, nope, I ain't doing it. We ain't even on Dak no more, Ron Terry. Come on, man. Let's focus up, Ron Terry. Come on. It's not even hard. Focus. We talking about corner and draft picks, and you type in Dak. It's okay. Focus up. Come on. Look me in the eye. We're not talking about Dak Prescott. We changed the subject. It's okay. Oh, C. Clark in here playing a game called Take a Drink. I will take your rent from you. You're going to be taken. Talk to yourself. Mm. Rome, you think we need another tight end? I do. After Jake Ferguson, I don't like. I'm not super big on Schoonmaker right now. So yeah, I do. Let me test the theory. Let me test this theory. Dak Prescott. Trying to see something. See if he'll take the bait. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. I don't know. Had to see. Mm-hmm. My fault, y'all. I'm testing the theory in the chat. I know y'all probably like, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. We're gonna see. Okay, back to tight end. Yeah, I think we should probably draft one, probably in the later rounds. Somebody to develop. We got a couple of decent young tight ends. Schoonmaker might come back and ball this year. Schoonmaker was showing some promise at the end of the year. But y'all want me to tell you my problem with Schoonmaker? We was giving him credit for doing the bare minimum. We was giving Schoonmaker credit for just making catches. I don't feel like you should give him credit for just making catches. Derek Hughes was good with you. I know that's the point, but I felt like he wasn't doing nothing that like separated him to be like, oh, okay, that's why he was a second round pick. This isn't a big tight end draft outside of Warren. Not that I know of. I'll hit my boy Jay Tuck up. He's real big on tight ends. I'll have him do a top 5 tight ends in this draft. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Act like I'm deep in the tight end weeds. I'm not. But let's talk about players. Are y'all mad that they saying that they'll probably let Chauncey Golston walk? I'm trying to touch on some of the issues that's been coming out the last couple of days. I'm not saying like, man, like, oh no, it's going to change. Then, like, I think Chauncey's a good, solid player. Hopefully, they got a plan to replace him without just drafting. So Carl Lawson, Chauncey Golston gone, but they do plan on placing a tender on the restricted free agent and Kevontae Turpin. So we planning on keeping Turpin. You know, Turpin's a restricted free agent, but we're gonna place a tender on him so he can't leave. So Golston gone, Lawson gone. But we are going to make sure we keep Kevontae Turpin around. I'm not mad at Turpin. Is great for special teams. If you use him right, he can be played on offense, but I don't think you can lean on him as a true receiver. Damn, we need to replace them though. That's my point, creative edge though, but that's not impossible. This is the thing. There are multiple defensive tackles. Let me pull this up. See, because I need to hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Let me see what I can figure out. There are multiple defensive tackles out there. Let me pull it up. Defensive tackle free agents. Milton Williams, Levi, I ain't gonna try to read that name. BJ Hill, Calais Campbell, Osa Odighizuwa, Jaron Reed, T.R. Tart, Tershawn Watson, DJ Jones, Poona Ford. Plenty of defensive tackles. Not to mention you can draft one. Hargrave's out there, Ken Law's out there. They didn't even mention that in that list. Go do some work. Calais Campbell's like 39 years old. I feel like Calais Campbell might have the same, if not better, impact than Osa Odighizuwa. Payne is technically under contract. He's not released yet. But yeah, oh yeah, you said trade a fifth for Payne. Absolutely. Poona's a 3-tech, and so is Osa Odighizuwa. Go get him. All my thing is this: go do some work. I hate that we be like, oh no, we losing players. Steven Jones ain't got nothing to do. He don't got no regular job. Go get me some players. Tell Will McClay to do it. Somebody go get me some players. They got Jerry Jones walking around with a hoodie on at the draft or at the combine, trying to look like he focused. I don't know who told you, put a black hoodie on. You're going to look more focused. Do some work. Why can these other teams get stuff done? We can't even sign Osa. Do y'all realize that? We can't even sign Osa. The fact that our owner and GM can't convince Osa to re-sign with the Cowboys at a respectable number gives me everything I need to know. I bet you Howie Roseman would have got it done. I bet you the GM for the Detroit Lions could get it done. I bet you the GM for the Washington Commanders can get it done. I bet you Brett Veach can get it done. But Jerry can't convince Osa to re-sign her for a respectable number because he's not good at his job. Take that goofy ass hoodie off. You ain't cool. We can't even get one player to sign at a respectable time for a respectable number. It has to be Osa's agent, bro. But listen, Walter, listen to this. If you're in the business of being a general manager and you deal with agents all year round, this ain't your first rodeo. You knew you wanted to re-sign Osa. You should have been hit the agent up. Do some work. There are people in this league, Walter. Can you agree? There are GMs in this league that get the job done. They say what they need to say. They do what they need to do. They get these players under contract at a respectable time. I'm tired of giving them a pass. It's really, really hard to get players signed. Well, hire somebody that can get it done. Because I'm watching other teams get it done. I don't know, or it's too hard is not an answer. It's the agent, it's his bruh. Well, call the agent and figure it out. Like, I'm not taking no for an answer. This is a multi-billion-dollar organization. We supposed to have some respect around here. We the Cowboys. And you can't get it done? You can't convince Osa? That's why we be so afraid to let players walk. They not good at convincing players of shit. You know what the Cowboys think? Let me tell you what they think. This is the Cowboys think. They walk in, they say, hey, we're the Dallas Cowboys. You want to sign here? And the player will say, well, what else? Well, you get to wear this. Well, what else? You get to wear this. What else can you offer me? You get to wear that's all and they walk out the meeting like, what the hell was that? This ain't the 1990s. When we was winning Super Bowls, yeah, it used to work. Roll the helmet out. You want to sign here? I can't wait to sign here. I want to play with Emmett and Troy and Dion. This ain't the 90s though. Jerry, and your speech is washed up. Your salesmanship is washed up. You bad at this, Jerry. Steven, you trash. You treated it a dash. I wish somebody could, you know how you like they the judge and juror of players? I wish there was a person that can pull them to the carpet and tell them, yo, man, you know how like a player get washed up? Y'all know how we was killing Zeke all last year? Y'all know how people was killing, y'all know how I've been killing Jalen Tolbert because I don't feel like he's good enough? Y'all know I'll be hating on Rico? Y'all know a lot of people be hating on Dak. You know, like we got our people we don't like. Fine. But we the judge and jury. Where's the person that's going to pull Jerry to decide, like, yo, man, you're bad at this. You're not good at building a roster no more. You and your goofy son are bad at this. The only thing you good at is getting in the media for everything but building a good team. So I'm not giving them no excuses. Go get it done. It's winning time. We've been talking about this for the last 2 months, 3 months. The end of the season and the first and through the playoffs, we was like the Cowboys got a chance to show us that things is different. Right? Am I wrong? We've been waiting. This is the moment. We've been waiting. Jerry and them in their press conferences and Schottenheimer been talking and a whole bunch of bullshit been going down. Now it's time to put up or shut up. It's the beginning of March. The league year starts on what, the 12th? When does the league year start? March 12th? We like 9 days away. Jerry stepped back, but Jerry just hasn't said anything yet. Sheldon Johnson with the $3 super chat. Thank you, Sheldon. Suave D with the $5 super chat. I appreciate y'all. But even during their dynasty in the 90s, they still signed impact players like Haley and Dion. They didn't just rely on draft picks. They was hungry. And they're full, Suave D. Excellent point, but they're hungry. I get Jerry Jones has been less vocal. I will give him that. He has not been vocal. He did not speak at the combine. I like that. It looked like he was working. He put on a hoodie. He wanted to look like he was taking pictures like this. He had his eyes squinted. He wanted to look like he was scanning the field at the combine. He was checking out the Jerry Olass is probably in a daydream. Ain't nobody believing that, Jerry. I need results. I was listening to the fan earlier. They talking about last time Jerry went quiet, we traded for Amari Cooper. Well, make a trade then, or shut up. Do something. I don't want it to look cool. Do something. It's time. We in the last 10 days. If you don't do nothing, I'm not going to be in here hyping your ass up and moving the goalposts. I need to see activity in March. I do. I'm not about to do this. Yes, when the season comes, I'm going to just hope whatever we put on the field works, but I'm not about to be hyping up nothing. This ain't the last, no. The Jets are cutting Devontae Adams. That's what I'm saying. Devontae Adams, excellent receiver. I know he's older, but I'll take Devontae Adams. Go figure out how to sign him. Put some work in. Call Devontae. Fly him to Dallas. Wine him and dine him. Call his agent. Tell him that, yo, you and CeeDee Lamb will be perfect together. CeeDee Lamb looks up to you. He used to think you're the best. You know what I'm saying? I've heard Devontae Adams give him props. Dak Prescott can 100% use somebody like you. Do some work. But you know what they want to do? They want to be like, but it's the star. Don't nobody give a fuck about the star no more. It's part of my language. You got to do some work. We love it. We fans of it. But do some work. And I'm tired of giving them passes. I know we're going to draft and develop. We're going to argue over mock drafts and who's going to be good for the next 2 months. But I've been saying this for the last 3 months. It's been 90 days. I've been saying you cannot draft your way out of this. You cannot draft your way out of this. You have to use all of the things that you do to build a roster. That includes free agency and trades. If you want to put a decent team that can compete on the field, you have to use everything and not just we're going to try our best to draft a bunch of players. So until they do something like that, we ain't going to do nothing. It takes time to make some moves. I agree with that, fashionista, but I need him to do something. We're gonna learn a lot in about 2 weeks. Now, let me make something clear. I do not expect the Cowboys to participate in the first wave of free agency. We're not about to trade for Myles Garrett. We're not about to sign any of the big name free agents. I don't even expect them to do that. That's not what I'm saying. But you know what I do expect to see in the next couple of weeks? Restructures, movement. It'll tell me something is coming. They gonna get Genty. No. Montana. See, you just in here being pessimistic for no reason. With like you just throwing shit at the wall. If we get Genty, I'm gonna be happy because I think Genty's a piece that we need. But we're not gonna be able to compete with none of the big teams with just Genty. Genty can come in here and average 16. He can go come get 1,600 yards and 8 touchdowns. That's not enough. Our roster needs more than just great running. They gonna have to do some work. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy if we get Genty. I think he's a great running back, but it ain't enough. I'll tell you that right now. And he could have an amazing rookie season. They ain't enough. Teams is out here with mad weapons. One running back ain't fixing it. I know that shit joke. You're gonna get Genty, y'all gonna start pouring Kool-Aid. We're gonna be happy to get another great player for this team. But if you want to compete, and I ain't even talking about with just the Eagles, I'm talking about with just teams, period. We're gonna need more than just Genty or just Ted McMillan. You got to build this team. We need a receiver. We need a running back. We need another edge rusher, rotational. We need a linebacker. We need a corner. We probably need some new safeties. We need to strengthen our offensive line. They got to go do some work. It is not a one-player fix. But it ain't my job. I'm doing my job. Cowboys fan talk. I'm a passionate fan. It's 9:55 p.m. or 9:35 p.m. on a Monday night. I'm in here talking about different possibilities for this team. I'm doing my job. But these multimillionaires, they need to go do their job. If I don't see some contracts getting restructured to free up cap space so that we can retain players like Jordan Lewis and start bringing in some other free agents, I'm going to know everything I need to know. I'm going to know everything I need to know. They not trying. We have another offseason where we signed Eric Kendricks. No. Ted McMillan, although I would be excited. Ashton Genty, although I would be excited, ain't fixing that. They'll just make us decent. We'll be a little bit better. But with those players, we can probably win 9 to 10 games. If you build this roster right, maybe we can talk about 12 games again, maybe 13. But you got to put some work in. Rome, I know you ain't I know you ain't. I'm talking about the majority fans. They gonna draft their way out. They're not. We can't even look. Yo, we got so many free agents. We don't have enough draft picks to fill a roster. Y'all realize that? Y'all do realize we have too many free agents and not enough draft picks to fill the roster. They have to sign somebody. Y'all do realize that, right? Now, I just want them to sign good people. If they sign Osa tomorrow, that's a step in the right direction. Because if they tag Osa tomorrow, oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Let me predict the future. Sheldon Johnson, damn Rome, you were passionate tonight. I love it. 100. I appreciate you, man. I'm trying. I'm just keeping it real. If they tag Osa, I'm gonna be pissed. If they tag Osa, I'm gonna be pissed. If they don't get Osa signed, I was okay with Osa leaving, but if they're gonna keep him, at least sign him so we can spread the money out. Signing a player usually frees up cap space. But if we tag Osa and punch our salary cap in the gut, I'm gonna be mad. No, see, it's people in here. Jerry's not scared of no fans. You think I'm in here because I think Jerry's afraid of me? I hate stupid people. Who said Jerry was afraid of the fans? You just trying to gaslight me. I'm not doing it. They signing all UFL players. If that's the plan, we gonna be bad. If that's the plan, if we plan on signing XFL, UFL, CFL players and undrafted free agents, we're going to be bad. If the plan is to just sign undrafted free agents and XFL players, we're going to be a bad team. I'm sorry. I don't want it to be like that, but I'm just being real. Is it the front office's fault? Or that's a good question. Is it the front office's fault or Osa's fault if he gets tagged? It's the front office's fault. Osa can't put the tag on himself. If they can't convince him to sign a deal, it's their fault. That's part of your job. If you want to wear the title of general manager, assistant general manager, president of player personnel, and all these other goofy titles that they have, do your job. You can't convince a D tackle that has never made a Pro Bowl, never been an All Pro, and has never had 10 sacks that he can sign for less than 25 million. You're terrible at your job. It's not even like you okay. You're terrible at your job. You in there getting out negotiated. Oh, so you made a Pro Bowl? Nah. You ever had 7, 8 sacks? Nah. You ever been All Pro? Nah. But I want 25 million. And you losing to that? Nah, I ain't going. Terrible at their job. Terrible. You should have had a contingency plan for Osa months ago. Hey, if Osa don't sign, this is where we're going. How many of y'all as parents? Let's talk like this. How many of y'all as parents in here? I know my demographic is older. It's almost 300 people in here. What's up? How many of y'all is adults? Got kids? You know what I'm saying? Responsibilities, budgets, plan out meal prepping, plan out the week. You got a planner, you got a schedule, you got multiple things you're doing at your job. Why is it that Jerry can't do his job? Why can't Stephen Jones and them do the basic? This is what GMing is about. Why can't they be working on this stuff? What have they been doing for the last 3 months? They just found out today. They just found out today that Osa needed a contract. Just like that stupid ass story I seen yesterday. The Cowboys have started conversations with Micah Parsons about a contract. The Cowboys have just started conversations. What the We've been needing to sign Micah Parsons for the last year. Y'all just starting conversations in March. Nobody shot Micah a text, pulled him to the side, tried to get an idea, called his agent. Hey, man, what y'all looking at? What y'all think about? You could have just called his agent. What Micah looking for? Oh, I know, because Jerry Jones has this dumbass rule that the first person to call loses the deal. Glenn White, $2 super chat. Billionaires don't work. That's why you hire a GM. That's a good point. Maybe they should hire somebody. Jerry Jones is just like, I'm not calling. I'll lose the deal. He just rather lose the deal later. I just don't understand it. it's better than CD and Dak. Talk ain't start with them boys to the season. I know, but my point is, you should have learned your lesson with CD and Dak. You waited to the season. We had 300 people. Well, it was 300 people. They left. You waited to the season. You see how this season went? Not just paying Dak and CD up front. You see how this season went? You would have learned your lesson. I can't wait to call Micah. The way that went, I would have called Micah after Dak. I would have called Micah at the beginning of the season. You know we trying to sign you. What you looking at? If Micah said, "Hey man, I ain't having no contract discussions until the season's in," as soon as that clock hit 0 on the last game, I would have called Micah. Yo, what's goody? What you trying to sign for? Do your job. You know why I don't get them no excuses? Why are these other teams able to get people signed? I know this is like it's redundant and it's a circle, but I feel like this is relevant, y'all. I feel like the reason why I'm talking about the Jones family and doing their job, just to make this make sense. I feel like if they don't do anything, all this stuff is for naught. Okay, for anybody that just popped in here, and you're like, "Yo, why is he here talking about the Jones family again?" I really just feel like if the Jones family or whoever works for them, if they don't actually put some effort into this offseason, it's doomed. We'll be a good team. We have really good players. I believe in Dak, Micah, CD, Tyler Smith. It's a bunch of. We got a really good core on this team. We're not destitute. We're not like without any talent. But I feel like if you build around it properly, I can walk into any game next year and be like, let's get to it. With confidence. But if you do the bare minimum, like buying a multi-million-dollar house and not cutting the grass, not doing no maintenance, you know what I'm saying? Forgetting to pay the water bill, now your water off. Like, can we take care of our investments, please? As in build around our good players, get CD a running mate, get Dak a running game, get Micah some defensive tackles to help him get freed up. So he's not out there just getting doubled. Do some work. Support those investments you've made. That's all I'm saying. So we got to see some restructuring of contracts in the next couple of weeks. That will let me know. That's the trigger. When we start seeing, if we see CD's contract get restructured, Dak's contract get restructured, I'll start to be like, okay, we start to re-sign some pivotal players. Jordan Lewis, 100%, I want to bring him back. And then in the second wave of free agency, go get me some viable players. And I'll shut up. I'm not saying go get 10, 15, $20 million free agents. Go get me somebody that's more than the vet minimum, and let's talk. That's all. I don't feel like, let me ask y'all this. I know I'm just rambling. Am I asking for too much? I'm not in here at, yo, trade for T. Higgins. Yo, we'll get Myles Garrett. I'm not asking for too much. I'll take Cooper Kupp if you draft me a receiver. If you trade for Cooper Kupp, just draft me a receiver too. Done deal. Rome, do you want to keep Kevontae Turpin or get that second pick? What you mean get that second pick? I don't feel like I'm asking for a lot. I want them to just do their job a little bit. That's too many receivers. Zaytoven, name the receivers I should be depending on outside of CD Lamb. You acting like some of them other dudes got definitive roster spots. You think I wouldn't draft a receiver, what, because of Jalen Brooks? You need at least 5 receivers. I got CD Lamb and Jonathan Mingo and Jalen Tolbert. Who are you holding the spot for? Am I tripping? I said bring in Kevontae Turpin. I do not give a damn. Look, man, if this is you talking about kick returns, but if you talking about Kevontae Turpin holding down a genuine receiver spot, I'm okay. I'm all right. Y'all tripping. If y'all think I'm about to walk into this season and I drop my receiver names and I drop Kevontae Turpin, there ain't a team in this league that'll be like, woo, got a game plan to stop Turp. We had Turp all last year. Ain't a team in this league that was like, we don't know what we gonna do with Kevontae Turpin. The same thing we've been doing while we whooping y'all ass. Kevontae Turpin ain't making nobody lose no sleep. What we gonna do? I would draft somebody in the first round. I want a real receiving core that makes people think, okay, all right, Dallas. Y'all want to keep rolling the Jalen's out there and hoping that you hit like it's a dice game. Maybe this Jalen gonna hit. Nope, not Tolbert. All right, maybe this Jalen gonna hit. Nope, not Brooks. All right, maybe this Jalen gonna hit. Not Moreno Cropper. Like, I'm tired of Jalen dudes. Suave D with a $5 super chat. What's wrong with having Lamb, Cup, Tet, and Burden? That's a vicious passing attack. That's not a fact. What's wrong with just having the finer things? I'm trying to drink some. I want premium stuff. Calvin Richard with the $10 super chat. Thank you. Suave D with the $5 super chat. If the Cowboys don't draft a receiver and a running back in the first and the second round, the season is already lost. I just want at least one. Can I get one? And I think between the two, I think we'll get a running back. I think the only way we're going receiver, y'all, is if Ted McMillan is there. Maybe Matthew Golden. I don't think they're going to consider no other receivers. I think it's Ted McMillan or Matthew Golden. I don't think Ibuka's on the board. They ain't even meet with him, I don't think, at the draft. I know that don't mean nothing at the combine. But I think if Ted McMillan's there at 12, they'll take him. I think they'll consider taking Matthew Golden if we trade back. And I think they'll consider Ashton Genty. Other than that, I think we trading back. I just think we trading back. But I'm sorry, y'all. No receiver on this team should feel safe. Mingo shouldn't feel safe. I know that 4th round pick was a lot, but that shouldn't guarantee him nothing. Hey, guess who else was a 4th round pick that's about to walk? Guess who else was a 4th round pick that's about to walk? That's all I'm saying. That 4th round pick, just because Jerry made a mistake, don't mean I got to compound it. I want Mingo to work, but he better do some work. He on the clock too. I don't know. Don't Mingo got 2 more years in his rookie contract? That's a fact, but that don't mean he got a guaranteed starting spot. Raheem O'Neal. I just think that Jonathan Mingo, he should be on the roster, but that don't mean he should start. We trade for Cooper Kupp. I'm almost positive he's got a starting spot. There's another one that's open. I think you should have 3 starting receivers. So if Kupp was, this is a hypothetical. We ain't even trade for Kupp, but hypothetically, right now there's technically 2 spots open. There's 2nd and the 3rd receiver. I think that 4, 5, and maybe 6 are full. I don't think that no one on this team presently should feel like they're the 2nd and the 3rd receiver. Who? Ryan Flournoy. Ryan Flournoy hasn't guaranteed himself nothing. And I like Flo. I want Flo to be a beast. But ain't nobody guaranteed nothing on this team except for Sedarian Lamb. Because if they were so good, I wouldn't be in here talking about draft a receiver. I'm sorry. Not Flo, not Mingo, not J Lo. None of them dudes deserve to be able to be like, I'm straight. I don't know about y'all. CeeDee Lamb. It's a spades hand. It's CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of possibles. I don't know if Suave D talking to me or if he arguing with My dog Montana. Oh no. But I see your comment though. I got you. Jalen shows flashes. He's just inconsistent though. That's right. He's inconsistent, which is mean he can't be my starter. We got a spades hand in receiver. I need some definitive. We only ain't got a spades hand at running back. Right now, your starting running back is Deuce Vaughn. Y'all want some of that? That's our starting running back right now. Deuce Vaughn with a little bit of Hunter Lipke on the side. That's what y'all want? No. When I start to realize that Deuce Vaughn is our number one running back and that Jalen Tolbert's technically our number two receiver, it makes me want to throw up in my mouth. We need weapons. That's all I'm saying. But we're going to learn something tomorrow, y'all. We're going to learn something tomorrow. If they tag Osa, we're going to know everything we need to know about this offseason. The Jones family, what is the tag deadline? 4:00? If we tag Osa, we going to know we ain't about to do nothing. You want to change my mind, Jerry Jones? Not that he care about what Rome think, but whatever. I'm going to say it like this. You want to change my mind, Jerry Jones? Get that Osa deal done. Not a tag. Get a deal done. And then I'll be like, now we talking. Get a deal done so that we can spread that money out properly and not cripple this season. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, man, I'm going to slide. I appreciate y'all. I know I was all over the place. Tet or Golden? I like Tet McMillan. I ain't even going. I don't. Golden is faster, but he's not a better receiver. Tet McMillan. If Genty and Hampton are gone by 12, then you just take Tet McMillan because all three ain't gonna be gone. Too many quarterbacks and trench players are going to go before. Nah, 30 people ain't gonna be getting drafted before 12. Nah, but look, we gonna learn a lot by tomorrow. I appreciate y'all, man, for jumping in here with me, man. I know it's all over the place, but it's a lot going on, and I wanted to talk to my people. Yeah, we gonna see. That's the best way I got it. I don't got no cool sign off. We gonna see a lot in the day. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good evening.